G'day guys, welcome back to Girl in the Garage. Look what I got. Happy mail from Let's Resin. Can you guess what it is? Well, this one's a mold and it is the, I've already got it out, ta-da! It's the turtle. And I've already started, as you can see. I got out my deco colour in red, oh my gosh, in gold. And this one's awesome, this paint pen. It's the brightest gold. Love it. Been using it for years. Out of all the golds that I've used, this one's the brightest, the best. And it'll transfer from your silicone mold. I know a lot of pens I've tried and they don't work. So you've got to use them after you've poured and your piece is cured. But this one actually will transfer. So I've already done that. I do it off camera so that I could actually see what I'm doing. So that's the first bit. Now before I get into this, I'll just zhuzh that over. I've got out my air-dried clay from Temu, of course. And this one, don't ask me what it's called because I can't, it's got Chinese writing on it. It's real, this one's real, it sort of feels like, God, how do I describe this? A bit like marshmallow. If you pull a marshmallow apart, it's real spongy. But yeah, I like it. It dries really quick. And the difference with like normal air-dried clay, this sort of goes like it's spongy. It's hard to describe, but I like it. It's cheap and it does the job. Just need a little bit because what I want to do, or what I want to try to do, I haven't done this before, but I want to block off the head so no resin goes into the head. So hopefully this will do the trick. So I just want to sort of make some sort of a circly thing. Might work. And hopefully I'm in camera still. Let me just quickly seal that. So I'm just basically going to try and seal off the head. Whether it works or not, no idea. Just going to shove it in there a bit, but I want to do it so that I shall be able to get it out. And I sort of want to do it too, so it doesn't affect what I'm going to do next. So you're probably thinking, why is she blocking off the head? Well, this is just for the first stage. I'm going to try something new. Well, it's not new, but a lot of people do it. I haven't. Oh, I haven't done. I don't think I've done it on my channel, but I've done it. But I want to do a new technique that I've been thinking about. Well, I don't know if anyone else has done it. It's new to me. I haven't seen anyone else do it, so I'm claiming it as new. How does that sound? So just shove my clay in there. Probably overkill, but no. So let me just quickly. So I made up 4 ounces on my Let's Resin 1 to 1. All right, just gonna take my rings off. Now, hopefully you can hear me over the vacuum chamber. So, what's in the box? Well, in this little box, it's like your little beginner pack, which is awesome. And I bought a couple myself actually. So you get gloves, you get a little card that if you scan the QR code, takes you to the tutorial hub. Awesome for beginners. You get sticks, you get gorgeous micas. Oh, is there one missing? Yes, I thought there was. So you get a black one too. So you get 6 awesome pretty colours. you get your little cups, get a whole stack of them, and you can get 5 of these. I think I used one. And you get your little mini cute pots of resin. So these are 17 ounces each, or 500 milliliters. So this is awesome. If you haven't started resin yet and you've been wanting to, get yourself one of these. They're so handy because you sort of have everything. You have your resin, you've got stir sticks, you've got your really clear instructions, which is awesome. Really clear and concise, and it should give you the answers that you're seeking. You can always go on their website too if you have questions, or you can always ask me. I'm happy to answer your questions. So they sent me one of these, which is awesome. Thank you, that's resin. So that's the resin we're using today, but I've already got some open. Okay, so all I'm going to do is pour. Hopefully I'll have some left over because another little project. So I would just want to basically pour up over the gold line that you can see there, like this one. It's like the top of the shell, which is actually the bottom of the shell. So I had to block the head off because what I'm going to do is just going to make it difficult if it's got a head at this stage. It will have a head, but it's not at this stage. So it is a funny shaped shell because I've actually had this mould for years. Like I bought it many, many years ago. So that's how long it's been around. But that's Resin sent me one. So it's nice. It's always nice to get a new one. Nice, freshy. Oh, I think I'm going to use all my 4 ounces. Oh, well, that's okay. But I may, do I need to tilt? No, let me stop. No, I probably shouldn't tilt because, yes, I'm not going to tilt. Oh, hang on. Is that going to work? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Where's the tail? I'm going the tail, but there's a bubble trapped under there now. So I know you used all my 4 ounces, which is okay. Also, a little turtle dude has cured. So I'm just going to put my gloves on because I don't want to get fingerprints. I mean, I can clean them off, but also risk scratching my resin, which, oh, I guess you shouldn't see it, but I'm just getting my gloves on anyway. Now let's see if we can take it out. So hopefully, yep, that worked. Came away easy. Hopefully I can get it off this. Yep, we'll have to clean that up. It hasn't really set, so I'm going to chuck it. I don't want it. But yeah, our mold's really clean. All our gold transferred really well. A little bit of resin under there, so I'll have to clean that up. Let's just put that over there. So we'll give this a bit of a sand. Tidy up that edge. So you can see the gold has gone into the grooves, which is awesome. I will go over that because we're going to do a couple of little things to this and then we're going to pop it back in. So I might just snip off those little sharp edges. So use some snips. And then I'll give it a good sand. you haven't got snips, just use a nail file or whatever you have, just to get the sharp bits off. Use your deburring tool, but we have got a fair bit, so just want to sort of neaten it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to get that lip off. Just going to round this off a little bit, just so it's not so sharp. So satisfying, snipping resin. Oh, I think it is. Right. As I said, I'll tidy that up after. Right, get rid of all my little scraps. Right. Oh, I want to put something on the shell. And we're going to apply it, and then we're going to pop the shell back into our turtle. So what have I got? I've got these. How cute! Little blue and white turtles. They're just gorgeous. So cute. So I thought we'd do the shell out of these once I decide which ones I'm going to use, which ones will fit in. I love these. So I'm just going to do sort of like the blue and white, like these ones, or those ones. So this is the hard part, deciding which ones and which way, because I don't want them all, you know, facing the same way. So basically I just have to cut around the ones I want to use. But definitely that one. Oh, so I've got these UV DTFs from, pretty sure from Sheen. So if you just go onto Sheen and search UV DTFs and turtles, sure they'll come up. I'm just going to roughly cut around them for now, till we get all the ones that we want to use. So I've cut around my UV DTF, and now I've taken off the back and I'm applying it to my shell. Stick it on. It would be easier if we put some white. Is that better? Sort of put them in how I've got them arranged. And then I'm just going to use my little squeegee to firmly press my sticker down. To get air bubbles, just sort of give your sticker a little slit with your X-Acto knife. You can also put like little slits in it to help it bend, because we're going over a 3D object, it's not flat. And then once we've got that down, we've got to find our little front of our sticker and pull that off. Sometimes it's a bit tricky. And if you find it too difficult, just leave it on, doesn't matter. So I'm going to try and get mine off, even if I've got to go over to my Maggie lamp. Once you start it, it's generally a lot easier. Tweezers. And if any of your sticker doesn't stick, just push it, press it down again, rub it gently but firmly. You rub it with the paddle pop stick if you need to. Doesn't want to stay down, so I'm just going to give it another bit of a scrape. Just using my Cricut tool this time. It's got it. Push my sticker down, make sure it's down properly. So it's going to be a little bit fiddly, but well worth it, I think. So I'm going to do the rest off camera, because you get the gist, I'm sure. Otherwise, I'll probably bore you to tears, because I'll be fluffing around for ages. Yeah. Because the surface is, it's sort of textured, so I just sort of push it down, make sure it's in all those little sort of ridgy bits. So hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to continue doing all that. So I'll pop you on a little fast forward. So that one was a little bit fiddly. I heated it up with my heat gun. Just be careful when you do that. But it sort of melted the glue that's holding the top layer on. It came off a little bit easier. But because, see how my turtle, like the nose, is on this gold bit? So I think I want to go over it now, just so when I lay my stickers down, if it goes over, it's going to be easier than doing it after. Wasn't sure, but now that I'm doing it, I can see it's easier to do it now. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to go over my gold. do have to be careful with these gold pens that they can start to flake off. Well, I'm going to have to go under my lamp because I can't see properly. I want to do this neatly. I'll be back. So I finally finished putting on my little turtles. Hopefully you can see that. Now it did take a fair bit of time because they mustn't be the best quality UV DTF stickers, and sometimes you get them and they're quite hard to pull the top layer off without the stickers actually breaking up. So that's what these little dudes were doing. Because normally they come off quite easy, but these ones weren't playing the game. But I think they turned out pretty. So now we're going to put this back in, but before we do that, made up 4 ounces of my Let's Resin 1-to-1. Wasn't sure how much we actually needed, but I think I'm going to pour some in. So let's give our mould a bit of a spritz. I'm going to put some resin in first. So I want enough in there so that once I put my piece in, there's not going to be any gaps. And let me just turn that around so I can see what's going on. So it is starting to go into the head, which I knew it would do. Hopefully that's enough resin in there. So I think I'm going to coat this as well with some resin before we actually put it in. So I'd say this is going to get a little bit messy. So I've just got one of those silicone spatula type jobbies. Now, I didn't end up sanding it. I did sort of get my X-Acto knife and scratch there at the front on this part where there was still a little bit of that air dry clay that was sort of, the residue was stuck on there still. So I just want to get this fully coated to the point where I can't see any sort of spots, you know, that can be seen. Oh gosh, I've had total mind blank. The what's it called? What's it called? When it separates. Oh, I can't think what it's called. I know that you guys know. Oh, I feel like a goob. Right, let's try and get this in. Hopefully, oh, we can get it to go in. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not going to cause too many bubbles. Which you probably have, but I can't do much about that. Now let's just hope it's back into position where it should be. Give that a spritz. Right, let me just clean my mould up. just so we don't have any crusties when it comes to demold. Just makes life easier. Just going to check to see if it's going into the tail yet, which no, it's not. Let's get rid of that little crusty that I can see there. Give it another spritz. I hope that there's no bubbles underneath. And I just want to pour a little bit in a cup. Let's go about 1.5 ounces, I think. Because I want to put in some gold flakes. I'll just break them up a bit. Try and do it gently without creating too many bubbles. I might even pop it back in the vacuum chamber. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just so I can break them up really good. So I want small pieces. Don't want any big chunks. Sometimes it breaks up good, other times it just does not. Is that enough? So lots of this to go down into the head. But I don't want big chunks. Right. In a vacuum chamber. Nice and clear. So I'm hoping some of this will go down into the head. Try and break it up a little bit more without creating too many bubbles. Don't think it's going into the tail just yet. See if I can get a bit more gold in there. Break up our gold. Okay, that is it. That's all we're going to do. I think. Well, no, look, might as well use up the rest of it. hopefully some gold's gotten down into the head. If not, doesn't. Right, break these up again. Any more big chunks? I think we're good. Stop fiddling with it. Oh my gosh. Right, one more spritz and that's it. To cover it up. So I'll come back when we're ready to do the last layer. See you guys then. So it's actually the next day. I just got out my sticky ear cleaners. Not that I'd put them in my ears. Just to clean up my little drips. I had a few up under the lips. So I just wanted to clean all that up. And I just got a visitor and totally forgot that I poured my quick set on the 4-hour fast cure, Let's Resin. And so I've got to hurry. So I'm just going to add some glitter. This is called Cloud White. It's metallic glitter. Oh, sugar. See, I'm rushing now. It's a metallic glitter by Harry Wilmer. Just dump a whole heap of that in there. Blow that off, not that it's going to matter. Get rid of all that. Gosh, what a mess. Now I have popped this in my vacuum chamber, so this is why I'm rushing. Just give that a quick little stir, without trying to create too many bubbles. And I think I want to add just a touch of my Temu glitter. Yeah, that's better. Just wanted a bit more sparkle. Okay. I don't want too much of this. Just want to cover sort of what I've just last poured, because I want to do something else in the little feet or the flippers or whatever they're called. So let's just pour a bit of this in. And then I'll find something else to pop my leftovers in. Okay, that should be enough. So I probably poured a little bit too much, but that's okay. All right, I'll come back when this is set, all tacky, and we'll do the last layer. It's actually the next day and been busy, so I thought for that last layer I'm just going to do just a straight white, and this is just a resin dye paste that I got from Temu. So I've made up 4 ounces of my fast cure from Let's Resin. Now you need a fair bit of this resin dye, and we do want it opaque, so you don't want to be able to see through it. Give that a good mix. Scrape my stick, because the unmixed resin dye or whatever you're mixing tends to want to stick to your stick or your paddle or your spatula, whatever it may be that you're mixing with. So make sure you give it a good stir. Now I'm going to go and whack this in the vacuum chamber. Yep, that was good. Might even actually, so I didn't mean to make up 4 ounces, so I've got a bit more than what I probably actually need, but that's okay. But I might just put it into 2 cups, because I think she's going to bubble up lots. So just in case. Okay, so did get quite bubbly in the vacuum chamber. So let's spritz our little turtle dude, and we're just going to pour. So hopefully we'll be able to see our all our little turtles, and that looks cute. Just gonna make sure I get right up into the tips of the little fins, not fins, flap, what are they called? The little legs, flappy things. I don't know. So, put the brakes on, Lisa. Is that full? Still and so it does. Can't really see that there's any bubbles. Just give a little push there, just in case. So, oh, there may be one here. You can see that there's no bubble there, but let's get something in there. I'm pretty sure that's a bubble. Yep, it was. Lucky these moulds are a bit see-through. I don't know if you just saw that, but the bubble came up. So just be aware to check for those bubbles. Let's just do these other ones just in case. Doesn't appear to have a bubble there. That one might. So I'd hate to demold it and have a bubble right at the end of its little flipper. Oh, is that what they're called? Flippers? God, I can't for the life of me think of what they're called. Flippers, that sounds just about right. And put a little bit more. Oh, looks like it's pretty good. It's not domed yet, so I'm going to give it another spritz. Just let it settle a bit. Wait for a few more bubbles to come up, and then I'll top it up and I'll move it because I've got to use my desks because I'm filming something else. So this should cure in about 4 hours. So hopefully I'll come back then for demold. See you soon. Well, these are cured. Where shall we start? Better start with our extras. So we'll do the little turtle first. So I added some cake toppers or cake sprinkles. Look how cute that is. I love it. So cool. And then here's his little lid. Here's a shaker. Super cute. And then I'll pop these out of the road. And then we've got our little crystal butterfly. Nice and sparkly. Love that glitter. Hopefully you can see it. Very cute. Okay, main event. Ooh. Give it a loosen. Oh, yeah, I've got a full tail, so that's good. It's always a worry. Got to be careful because a little bit bendy. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Oh, okay, here we go. What do you think? Ooh, ta-da! Oh, pretty. Love it. See our turtles all really good. You can see our bits of gold flake and our glitter underneath. Oh, so cool. So I just need to pop some eyes on. Take some photos. Oh, what do you guys think? Do you love it? I think it's so pretty. Can't stop looking at it. Just so pretty. Got one little bubble. That's super easy to fix. Oh, love it. All right, let me get organised and we'll do these eyes. So it's actually been a few days. I lost my video and I've given my butterfly to a friend, but I didn't do anything to the butterfly, I just gave it a trim. So all I've done, I've added my little lure eyes like I normally do. So they're just like stick-on ones. So I stick them on and then I just add some UV resin. And yeah, I just like that effect better than drawing them on. It just makes your piece come to life, I think. But yeah, I'm super happy with this turtle. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. And look at this little tootie. Now that it's got eyes. Super cute, or what? So let me know in the comments if you're going to try this. Have a go. I think, oh, I just love how this turned out. Thanks heaps for watching, everyone. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. That way, I'll catch you on the next video. Stay tuned for the photos. Go and check out my website. That's where all my demos are up for sale. Thanks, guys. Happy crafting, everyone.